Hello everybody, my name is Kidney, and today I am reviewing Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla 1991 from the movie Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. This is Hiya Toys' articulated line, and this is their first, shot at making a Heisei era Godzilla. Previously I had reviewed the 91 Goji from SH1 Charts, and I think that this beats it, not just in articulation, but sculpt, paint, and detail. It is insane how much love they put into this figure and how much people are loving this figure. It is a godsend that we have something that is this good and this rich of just pure Godzilla fans making Godzilla things. I've already talked about the movie in my first 91 Godzilla review, and that was my second video on this entire channel, and it's one of my favorites. Go watch it if you end up liking this video. What I want to start off with is the box. So here with the box you have Godzilla looking very cool, very menacing on the front. A very golden hue to this box art. I really dig it. I really like it a lot. Here you have Godzilla, Toho, Exquisite Basic, and then you have Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah right here on the box. It also says it in English right here. And then Godzilla 91 Hokkaido battle version. Basically saying not for kids under 4 years old. On this side you have the badges again, and then you have a picture of his foot. That's cool. On the back you have a lot of information about the actual figure, where to buy it, blah blah blah. You have another picture of Godzilla right there. On this side you have his roaring head. On the top you have Godzilla 91 Hokkaido battle version. On the bottom, same thing. So that'd be it for the box. So something I want to talk about right off the bat is these new heads. So with this one, this is the older one. It has wider pupils and no really detail on the eyes. There we go. On the mouth, if you can see that, every tooth is painted on this thing. That's looking a little odd at the top right there. Tongue is painted really nicely. Roof of the mouth is textured. And it also has an atomic breath port if you ever get the atomic breath variant. Really cool. On the back, you have the white dorsal plates creeping up his neck. And overall, it's just a black figure with some nice paint details. So with the hands, these are the hands that come with the figure. Stock, I replaced these with the extra grippier ones. So both of them basically have the same color on them. nice golden hue, mixed with like a dark wash and a bony tip. You can see all the veins and ripples and textures just bleeding through. It's really cool. Inside of the hand is also going to be textured. Under the nails is also going to be painted, which is really nice to see. So to put these on, I'm going to try a different hand because that one just pops off very easy. But yeah, you can see right there, it's just a nub that you just plug into. So you just get it and plug it in like that. So yeah, it just works as it should. Really cool, really simple. That would be the accessories on the speaker. So on the other head, the new head, you can definitely see the difference. That one has, this one is a newer head. This one is more of the friendly head. So that's the difference in these. It's just the eyes, the way they're painted. Prefer this head. But my fiance really likes the cute cat eyes on this one. This is gonna have the same paint and detail, even though it's gonna be a little bit better on this one than it would be the other one. Same on the bottom. Really nice, detailed. I will say though, this is a little bit a darker white than the actual color for the dorsal plates. Focus, there we go. For this figure, we're gonna have a lot of articulation, even more articulation than the SH Monster Arts version. So, starting at the head, you can look up right there, that one ball joint. Look down that far. You can look up that far. This is more of a resting, floating piece. It does have dorsal plates that slide underneath to help everything line up better. And it does, and you can rotate it side to side, tilt. Mouth opens really nicely. Tongue is on a hinge, so his tongue can move. That's really cool. And then at the base of the neck, you can look down really far. And then combining all that, you can get crazy turns. You can have him looking over his shoulder. It can rock any way you want. So that's a lot of articulation just in that neck alone. One thing to keep in mind when posing this thing is it has a little divot piece cut out that helps this dorsal plate slide into place. So I think that's really neat. Moving down, the shoulders are on double ball joints, so he can bring his arms out like that. Bring it back down. You can rotate them like that. Yeah, like that. Well, you can't really see it, my bad. You can rotate them like that. Nothing at the bicep. He has double bending elbows. That's really cool. It can rotate right here because, you know, every ball joint is a swivel. At the base of the elbow, right here. back and forth, up and down, swivel really nicely. Really, you don't have to put a lot of force, which is great. Double ball jointed wrist, really cool. Helps you get some really dynamic posings in just the wrist alone, which is really cool. I like that. You can get them in his normal heise stance very easily, which is my favorite thing about these Godzillas in the Heisei era. Really cool. Then he has a really deep ab crunch. He can also move back, tilt backwards all the way. So if you have this much movement and just the ab alone, but yeah, he crunches pretty far forward. Combining all of those together, he can look down very far, which is nice. I like that a lot. Can rock side to side, lean forward, back, rotate, about like that. I would say keep in mind and be careful about the dorsal plates when twisting. So lean it forward a little bit, then twist, and you now have a twisting Godzilla. Now for the legs, I think you can extend these. So this is how it usually looks, right? You can pull down a little bit, and then it lengthens out the leg a little bit. Do the same on the other side. Really cool, really neat. You can kick out, or do the splits rather, like that. Really cool. He has a swivel right there. He can go in and out really nicely. He can go forward, about like that, and he can go back about that far. And what really helps with this kind of articulation is his groin section is like super malleable plastic, like a rubber kind of, and it helps with none of the articulation getting held up. So right here, double jointed knee. That's really cool. You can get a little bit of a swivel right there. Not much, but you can. Right here, you can twist a little bit at the shin. At the foot. Oh, and you can bend his leg in and out. Sorry, you can bend his leg in and out really nicely. Foot can point, foot can go up, foot can rock back and forth, side to side. You can also twist, swivel, and that's that on his limbs, torso, and head. Now, this right here is what a lot of people really love about this figure, is that you have so much range with this tail. It is ridiculous. You can really get it into any position you want. This is next level tail articulation. Like, it is insane. and it goes all the way to the tip. This piece likes to pop off on mine, but it's not a common problem. Or I think it's not. I could be very wrong. But yeah, you can have them swinging his tail around. It's really cool. These pieces right here, they can rotate. They're basically floating pieces. So if you really want to like have them like have his tail arched forward and stuff like that, you can really misalign all of his dorsal plates and it works just like that. And it's insane the amount of stuff you can do with this tail alone. So I really dig this figure. Hiya Goji, standing at his tallest, is going to be about 7.5 inches tall. So that's really good. His tail, when it's fully erect, stands taller than he actually does. That's crazy. And then you can just lay it down and it's a really long tail. So they put, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
24 segments of articulation in his tail alone. That is crazy. So for some size comparisons, I have Bandai's Godzilla action figure. Right here. This is about a 6-inch. Here is the SH Monster Arts at its full erectedness. So these guys, if you don't mind the size difference, these guys, they fit so well together. This is clearly a toy that's meant for like younger kids or kids that are a little bit older who are also getting into action figure collecting or just, you know, casual call you play. This is more on the side of coming out of this side and going into a little bit more premiumness. And then this is for collectors, mostly, in my opinion. But this combines play with quality. And I am just enamored and in awe with just how well this figure really is. Getting into some other Hiya toys. This is the Hiya re-evolved Godzilla, and they stand up pretty well together. This is them fully standing. He's a little bit taller than Heisei, but it works out well. I like both these figures. These guys go well beside each other. So there's that. Okay. On to paint. As we saw with the mouth, head detail, all that's painted really nicely. Claws are painted really nice as well. His whole body is going to be this normal slate black kind of, and it might look shiny on camera, but that's because I have like these lights right here just blasting them. But he's really a matte finish. On the toes, he has the same color as the hands and the teeth. On the bottoms, there's that detail. I really like this piece of detail that's hidden underneath his belly. It's just a nice little roll of fat, or roll of skin, rather. The detail on the head is ridiculous. It is so sharp. And then getting to his shoulders. Shoulders are really nice. Detail on the arms. Chest. Groin section. That is so much detail just packed into this thing. It is ridiculous. Same on the legs. You can bend his knee. It shows more detail there. That's really cool. Under the arm, it's a little dull, but it's because it's meant to slide around and everything. Getting to the dorsal plates, this right here is so aesthetically pleasing to me because it looks like his spines are sagging like they did in the movies. I love that look on any Godzilla. All that right there, that's painted nicely. His little divots are dorsal plates right there, really nice. Everything's gonna be this slate white tips on his dorsal fins with an airbrush black with a nice fade on it. That's really cool. And that paint will continue all the way from the tip of the head all the way through to the tip of the tail. Underside of the tail is going to be unpainted, but it also has some really nice ripple textures there. This guy is really fun to mess around with. It's super fun to pose. Yeah. That's my thought on this. I absolutely love this figure. This figure has checked every box for me whenever it comes to collecting Godzillas. If this was my last Godzilla figure I'd ever have in my life, I would be happy because I feel like this is where Godzilla peaked. Not just in movie form, but in figure form. And, well, in action figure form. Because this is just, it is so much more than just a statue. This thing I pick up all the time and I just mess around with it. Super proud of this figure. I'm proud of the guys who worked on it. I think they did great. I can't wait for the next Heisei Godzilla figure to come out. Maybe one day in the far future I will have King Ghidorah to go with it, because you can't just have this one and be done. You need all of them. This figure ran me for, after everything, getting it here in the United States was about $74. This figure was $49 on insHOBBY, and shipping was like $27. So that's where all the money came from. It took about 2 weeks to ship, so expect a little earlier or a little later if you plan on getting this guy. I would recommend not buying on the aftermarket. I would recommend buying it from the source, like I did, insHOBBY, Big Bad Toy Store, places like that. If you buy the figure right now, it will come with this head. And that's for every order. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It is simply just a QC fix. And this company has fixed so much since my last Hiya Toys review. And that's my thoughts. I hope y'all like the video. I hope y'all like this Godzilla. I hope y'all pick them up and enjoy them for yourself, because I think everybody should be able to have a figure that they like and constantly want to pick up and play with, because that's the joy of collecting. That is the joy of Godzilla for a lot of people. We grew up on this, and they delivered. So if you would, like, subscribe, helps me out a lot. Tell me if you liked the video. Tell me if you have any recommendations. It doesn't have to be Godzilla. It could be anything like Ultraman or anything kaiju related, Pacific Rim. I guess I will see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.